So I want to introduce you guys to the first step of the design process when you're building an app or a website, and that's the sketch. I'll show you the rest of the steps just so you get an idea of what it's like, but the best thing about starting a project with sketching is that you can think so quickly. You can get the layout figured out and what happens when someone might click this button or click this link or drag this photo or look at this map or whatever action you want them to take next. It really helps you guide through what's the experience that someone's going to have with your application. And so when you're beginning this design process, you can't imagine that Twitter started with this view without a sketch. We see this in other industries too, but same as Facebook, they probably went through several iterations, Google as well, and we've had a clear call to action in several of these examples. But also, when it comes to the industries of cars or any automobile, but also product design and cartoons, and when it comes to websites and apps, we should be doing the same thing as taking the idea out of our head before we start doing an immense amount of work to build it. Let's communicate the idea with the sketch, make sure someone else understands what's going on and that they can punch holes in it and figure out what's wrong and maybe how it can be improved before you start going through all the effort to put all the pixels in the right place and all of the design and the logic of the development part. Sketch first. It'll save you a ton of time and it really helps you think so much quicker. So this is what a low fidelity sketch looks like. This was done with a Sharpie and a piece of paper scanned in with a computer. And the idea is getting your idea out of your head, having several variations possibly of maybe what a page or a view is going to look like. And so you're able just to kind of think through, if I click the get directions, it's going to show me a map, it's going to maybe show me an image of maybe the business and the details of how long it's going to take me to get there or something like that. So this is a low fidelity sketch, and let's go and step through the rest of the process. So after you did a sketch, you could do a wireframe where we're doing pixel perfect grayscale mock, and then that way we can show all the views, all the things that might occur and how things are going to look. And then also the last step is going to be that pixel perfect mock to where all of the details are there, and this is exactly what a designer might hand off to a developer, to a front-end developer to start building this view. And that way we have the exact thing planned out for us. And so when it comes to a great example, and when you're building an application, you're not going to start at this finish line here. You're not going to have all of these details thought through, and that's why you should start sketching. So I want to introduce 4 primary questions that you should be asking for every view, every page that you create to make sure that it's going to be a great experience for your users. And so InVision is a prototyping tool. I think you should look into that. It's a great resource also with their blog. I highly recommend it. The 4 questions are, and I want to use InVision as an example, are what do you do? And in this case, where we're trying to figure out what this website does, this company does, we're going to quickly look. We answer these 4 questions very quickly in 4 seconds or less. And they do prototyping, collaboration, and workflow. And so they help with design-related matters, it seems. The next question is, who are you? This is the logo in the top left. And so I know it's InVision, that's great. Why do I trust you? And you can see they have company logos underneath. And we keep scrolling, we see testimonials. So we have happy customers, that's a great start. And these are companies that we recognize. This is Twitter, this is Evernote, this is, if we scroll further down, Netflix. So they've done their fair share of work to make customers happy. That's great. And if we keep scrolling, we're trying to figure out what to do next. And so we could try inspect for free. We could sign up for free at the top. We had a call to action to get started. And if we scroll all the way down to the bottom, we can see there's a video to watch, but the primary call to action that keeps repeating is a pink, very evident, and in this case, it is get started. So with these 4 questions, have these 4 questions ready for when you start sketching. When you also are building the website and creating content. It's what do you do? Who are you? Why should I trust you? And what do I do next? All right, so grab your Sharpie and some pieces of paper, and get started. Have fun and enjoy your project.